Hi, my name is Mia Hanna, and I'm with Touch Plus Marketing. Today, I thought I would take you through a telephone conversation that I usually have with my prospective clients, but this time I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. I'm going to take you through two different newsletters, January and February of 2022, and show you the format and consistency that you can find in all of my newsletters. So I'm going to share my screen. Okay. And the first thing that I'm going to show you is the January newsletter. So again, I'm showing you January and February. And this is a newsletter by Becky Wynn, who is an agent that I've known for years and years and years. And the name of her company is Redding Company. So the first thing I'm going to point out is that she is a TPM choice subscriber. And so she's got two different banners that have got her branding on it. She's got, her brand banner up at the top. And then this is what I call an ID banner. So all choice clients, and 85% of my clients go with the choice because they like the customization that they get with that. So she's got, so any choice gets two banners, your brand banner and your ID banner. If you go with the basic, then the difference is that there's a seasonal banner up here, and you also do have your ID banner. So the first thing that you'll see is a summary of the newsletter. Basically I go through, there's 4 sections in each newsletter, and I do a bullet point on each of the sections and what you can find in the section. So let's just start with the real estate section. So the real estate section is the first section that you come to. And 4 to 6 times a year, I will be very specific about the Atlanta market. The first month after the end of a quarter, I always do statistics. And I do the statistics by using FMLS's InfoSparks. So the choice, you get geographic customization on these graphs, and on the basic, I basically, there's 4 counties that I work with, or that I give the basic people. And actually, Becky uses those counties because these are the ones that are, most central in Metro Atlanta: Fulton, Cobb, DeKalb, and Gwinnett. But I have agents that are in Gainesville, and they're doing counties up in that area, and maybe Gwinnett and Forsyth. So you can have 4 zip codes, 4 cities, or 4 counties when you pick the geographic customization with the choice. So again, very impactful graphs. That's why I like this product, because there's a lot of impact when you actually look at the stats. That was for median sales price, supply of inventory, and that tells a picture that we're all familiar with. So, and these numbers, by the way, are year-to-date 2021. So these were year-end statistics. And again, I'll do the next set of statistics in April after the first quarter of 2022. And then underneath this, there is a summary of what these statistics mean and what we're looking at going into 2022. And notice that I break it out for sellers, and I break out the story for buyers. And then this is a link, I put your email as much as I can throughout the newsletter, or buttons that kind of link them back to you. Now, Becky did put two listings in this newsletter. She did, actually, one was a listing and one was for her buyers. And for the choice people, I will put 1 to 2 listings in that newsletter. I will do that on a basic also, but I'm going to charge extra for that. It'll be $15 for 1 listing, or $25 for 2. I'm very systematic in the way that I do this. As a matter of fact, let me show you. I have her email each listing through FMLS so that it links back to her portal. And I know that there's going to be a different name for that. I don't know if that's in place yet, but but it has her branding. Notice that her branding is still on this, and with all her contact information. there. And then, so the listings or the announcement will go right under the real estate section. I always start with that. Then I'll put your listings in, and then we go down to the homeowners section. In January, everybody's about goals and, setting things up for 2022. Everybody wants to be more organized. So there's 7 different articles here for home and family organization. Then I go down into the interior design section, and it's all about trends in 2022 and what we will probably see more of in 2022. So there's interior design trends, home renovation trends. I found a great article with all the big paint companies, their color of the year. And so that was a great summary article. By the way, the interior design section is usually the most popular section in the newsletter. And then down below, we've got all the events and things that are happening in Atlanta or Georgia. Sometimes like best winter hikes in Georgia. With the coming of COVID, I actually started putting more things in here that were, accessible, like the most watched of 2021 Netflix series, and I've got worldwide travel restrictions. So I'm still using some of these web, resources as we hopefully come out to the end of COVID. But I'm still using some of these things. And then at the end of every newsletter, I've got Walter Reeves, the Georgia gardener. He has got a calendar for each month of the year, and there's actually a lot of people that will open this newsletter specifically to scroll down at the bottom and look at that Walter Reeves article. One of the other things I wanted to show you about this is throughout the year, I'll sprinkle things in like the winter home maintenance checklist, and this is very Atlanta based. Like in the winter home maintenance checklist, you're not going to find anything about maintaining your snow plow or things that they deal with in the Midwest and up north. So it's pretty specific to the Atlanta climate. So and by the way, you've got access to all this stuff. You can download that and use it with other with other clients that you may have not sent the newsletter to. So the February newsletter, I'm very specifically showing you Cindy's newsletter because the pink is very important to her, and this was part of her branding that we agreed to do in every newsletter for her. So that's why you're seeing all that pink there. And notice that she's got her brand banner at the top. And then again, I've got her ID banner down here. We also have included a button to sell her book that she published. We agreed to put that in every newsletter for her. And then the first section up is the real estate section. And I've got resources for buyers and sellers. And the method to my madness here is, let's say that you see who opened, and by the way, you've got the ability to do this in Constant Contact. Let's say that you see that somebody opened your newsletter and they clicked on 3 of the seller articles. Well, hello, what does that tell you? That at some point they're probably going to be interested in selling, and that that's somebody that you want to stay in touch with or be more in touch with than perhaps you have been in the past. The next section down, instead of her listings, she wanted to talk about this television show that she's actually going to be on, Agents on Fire. So instead of putting listings in for her, I put a banner to that in her newsletter. The next section, again, is home ownership. And in February, we're thinking taxes and ways to save money. So there are articles in here about lowering your homeowner insurance costs, tax breaks for homeowners and buyers, homestead exemption in Georgia. This is another one of those items that you can download and use. This is a PDF with live links in it to every county that in Georgia that you can that your client base might need. And as I said, they're clickable links. And again, you can download that for your own use. Romancing the home, keeping in sync with Valentine's Day. That was my plan on romancing the stone. I thought it was funny. romancing the home, the 15 most beautiful bedrooms. I'm focusing on bedrooms, scents in the bedrooms, romantic lighting ideas. By the way, by a long shot, like a really long shot, the 15 most beautiful bedrooms was the most clicked on article across the board in February. And then down below in the events, again, keeping in line with what's going on in Atlanta in February, romantic restaurants, Mardi Gras, different exhibits that are at the Atlanta Botanical Gardens, the High Museum, introducing the Atlanta Jewish Film Festival, which is on live stream. This is a great video that people can click on and take a look at. And then right here, there's more information about it. There's, hiking Providence Canyon in Georgia. You'll notice that in the summer months or spring months, I start to get more and more into outdoor things to do in Atlanta. And then of course, at the bottom again is the Walter Reeves, Georgia calendar. So as you can see, I'm consistent in my format. You've got the intro letter, the real estate section, the homeowner section, the interior design section, and then the event section. And it's all seasonal interior design. Right now, I'm talking about the bedroom. In April, May, I'm going to probably be talking about decks and pergolas. And so I think in September, October, I usually talk about curb appeal and things that you can do that way. So it's just, again, I keep the season in mind, but I'm very consistent in my blocks that I do. And that way, there's something for everybody. That is the real reason why I've got all the different sections. You could have a 20 or 28-year-old apartment dweller that's maybe 2 or 3 years away from buying a home. You can keep them interested in what you're sending them because I've got fun things to do in Atlanta, as well as interior design articles. Even though they're living in an apartment, they still are interested in interior design. So again, something for everybody. The other thing that I wanted to show you that I generally send out to most of the people that I'm speaking with on the phone is the comparison between the choice and the basic. I think I mentioned this, 85% of my people go with the choice because of the customization. You've got more branding. You've got the geographic customization when we're talking about statistics. You've got the custom company blocks for listings or a company announcement. If you go with the basic, I'm going to charge you for that. And then there is more content. There are more articles in the choice versus the basic. Getting started with Touch Plus marketing is actually very easy. There's a very small list of things that I need from you. I will open your constant contact account and I will get everything set up for you. And I can do that in a very short period of time. I like to have a week notice to get your account set up. Sometimes I get that and sometimes I don't. And if I don't, we'll make it work. So anyway, there you go. That's the visual of the telephone call that I'm usually having with prospective clients. So I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to email or call. Thank you for listening, and I hope you have a great day.